Hey guys, welcome back to Cadillac Coachworks. So, long waited. Sorry, there's construction in the house behind me. But long waited on wet sanding and so forth on single stage paint. I've done this plenty of times. I've done it for a long time. We're going to be doing it on the 52 right here. I've already kind of started, but the sun is in my eyes. But let me show you some. Let me show you guys some stuff. Okay, so shadows in the way, but you can see. So last night I already started wet sanding this paint a little bit. It's smooth and smooth and smooth. Now up here, I've cut it with 2000 grit sandpaper, wet sand. Here I kind of did a little scuffing, nothing crazy. Obviously the primer showing through here. Now we're not going for a well, I'm too poor to paint this whole car, but you know, I thought I'd shine her up and get some of that patina going because I love patina. Now this is already down to the primer. Yeah. There's the paint right there. I don't know what I'm going to do about that yet. I could always do a little filler in here and then wet sand it some more. We had some of the old paint bleed through. Now, this is the original color in here, and now my goal is to smooth this out and kind of get like a little transition just for, you know, patina wise and whatnot. These are probably going to just get painted. She might be going to a buddy of mine to get painted fairly here soon. But just, you know, like metal repair and all that stuff. So I told him I don't want it perfect because obviously the rest of the car is not perfect. The chrome, I mean, the chrome's not too bad. I mean, this is pretty, I don't know, it's pretty scuffed up, but it's just something I'm not going to deal with right now, you know, but if I can make her shiny, that's cool. So I'm going to just give you a few tips and tricks, tips and tricks, and just kind of go over a few things. All right, so what we got here is 2000 grit. Now, you can go down to like 1000, but that really just gets down and digs down in there, and you don't really need it. You can go to 1500 if you have some really rough surfaces, but we're doing 2000. So what I have here is a little bit of soap and water. Spray your sandpaper. Now the main thing is to make sure that your surface is nice and moist. So what we're going to do here, it's a little warm, so might have to continue this when the sun goes down a little bit longer, because you don't want to do this in direct heat. So I'm just going palm down, okay? Don't press your fingers too hard. You want to evenly disperse the weight, okay? So do you hear that? You hear that kind of squeaking noise? So, spray a little more water. See how that's kind of gone away? So that's when you know you have a nice smooth surface. So when you hear scratching and squeaking and all that stuff, and you know, this is pretty intimidating, you know? So I advise practicing on a car that you don't necessarily care about the finish about, you know. Some more water here. Remember, nice and moist. Nice and moist. So let's continue. Now your edges, be careful. And remember, on corners, like sharp edge corners of a body of a vehicle, you have to be extremely careful because you can wear down that paint so quickly. And I really think that this paint is going to shine really, really good. Now, if, you know, I'm going to go over buffing and everything with you guys, but if worst comes to worst, we're going to get some of that shine juice that like Vice Grip Garage sells, and obviously, you know, check it out. But I'm just trying to feel. It's all about the feel. Once it starts feeling really slick, like a piece of glass, that's when you know you're doing pretty well. And look at, just, you can see that paint, the paint just coming off of it. And I think they only did maybe one, well, maybe 2 coats. So I can't get crazy, but just seeing the shine in the sun with the water, you know, and this is how you get imperfections out too. Let's just on the side right here. Now there's a little bit of like a, so this is a metallic paint, and you can just kind of see that it's like a goldish color, and that's actually oxidized. So let's try to get rid of that here. I'm just being a little gentle. I kind of want, oh, you can hear that. Hopefully you can hear that. I just kind of want it uniform, you know? Different side. A little more water here. And it'll catch up on you getting dry. So you gotta make sure you stay nice and wet. I don't know if you can see that. There's a little bit of different color change of like gold, but we want it even with the rest of the vehicle. Edges here. Now, and you don't want to swirl, okay? You want to go with uniform lines, because when you buff the vehicle, it's a lot harder to get swirls out than straight lines. Don't ask me how I know. Starting to look a little better. Now, and the top of a vehicle is obviously going to be a little harder, because that's where the sun just beats it up. You know, on the sides, you're actually going to have a lot easier time doing this. So what I'm trying to do is just a nice uniform, you know, sanding, because you just don't want crazy streaks. Let me hose off the hood, and let's take a quick peek. Okay, so you see kind of the differences. Like, it might be hard to tell on camera, but there's like a little bit more. There you go, you can see it right here. So see the difference between here and here? So this needs to be sanded more. This is oxidization and whatnot, but look how pretty this looks. And I mean, this is what it can look like with a nice shine on it. It's a very beautiful color. So yeah, let's sand that a little bit more. And try to get, you know, Looks like I might have performed surgery, which I kind of might be, but and wear dirty clothes because your clothes are going to get jacked up. So let's sand this some more, keep it moist. Step back, spray it. I don't know if you see it, still got some right there. Oh yeah. Stella's gonna look pretty amazing. I do say so myself. This spot right here is being a little difficult. Let's give her a little hose down. Always keep your hose handy. I want my sandpaper. Still a little bit right here, and a little bit up here. But look at this corner. Look how beautiful that's turning out. So basically, with water, it basically gives the same kind of illusion of a clear coat. And so my sandpaper fell on the ground. You see these little rocks and stuff like that. Do not use dirty sandpaper. That stuff will scratch up your paint so quick it'll make your head spin. And I'm trying not to dig too deep because I still have to buff the vehicle. And compound is basically sandpaper as well. So, you know, you can get compound that's like 4,000 grit comparatively to sandpaper, 3,000, I think, something like that. You know, it's just, you don't want to get too crazy because you're still going to be wet sanding, technically, with compound. So, one more spray. Let me see how that's looking. Oh, and any paint that you leave on the chrome is a bitch to get off, or basically any surface. So make sure you hose down really well and just get it all off of there. So look down, I mean, let's look at that. That's how shiny this hood potentially could be comparatively to like that. I mean, look at that. You know? I don't know if you see a little bit of gold weird stuff right here. Right there. That needs to be wet sanded a little more. But, you guys don't need to stand here or sit there and watch me stand here and just completely wet sand this whole entire front end. So I'm going to continue wet sanding, and then yeah, when I bust out the compound, we'll go over that, okay? All right, so I thought, maybe I could buff the car and make it look nice, but I'm finished wet sanding one whole side of the half front, basically, and here, just take a look. Just take a look. Yeah. So if I sprayed everything with a nice high gloss clear coat and maybe even wet sanded, after it's been painted or clear coated, I could very potentially end up with a shine like this. And look at that patina. I mean, it's not super bad, as in like out of place. It's in a great spot. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know. I mean, just look how nice those body lines look, so high glossed. I mean, you can almost see like a manta ray or something in there. Like, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, I don't know. I started a little bit on this side, but yeah. But hey guys, welcome back. So let me show you. It's been a couple days. Let me show you what's going on. Completely wet sanded the whole vehicle. So I'm going to show you basically what I've been up to. So hold on one second. Okay, so we've wet sanded everything. That's why it looks really dull. I still might do a couple little spots here and there just to make sure, because we have decided we're going to go clear coat, and I'm going to show you why. I'm going to hose down the vehicle and just show you how pretty she's going to look just clear coated. Now, some of you might be like, oh, well, why don't you just paint the whole car? And I'm like, well, she doesn't sit in a garage. And eventually, one day, she might get wrapped to look like the number 3 1951 Cadillac stock car. I just don't know yet. But at least the clear coat will make her look shiny, and it will protect her from rust. So let me hose her down, and you guys can actually see how good she's going to look. Because tomorrow, actually, too, she's going to the shop. She's going to my buddy's little shop he's got. He's going to repair all that, and he's going to be the one that clear coats it too. He's going to touch up all this paint right here. But yeah, let me hose her down. All right, well, there you go. So the roof's getting painted anyway, so I'm not wet sanding that. The whole roof's getting painted. But look, I mean, this is going to have the patina, which is fine with me. Just some bleed through spots. But that's basically the color, how the color is going to pop when she's got a fresh clear on her. I went down to 1,000 grit because that's what he recommended. But look how gorgeous this car can look. Just even with the thinning paint, but just with a nice clear coat on it. Just to make things match, I kind of wet sanded this down further to match the other side because, even Steven. But yeah, she's gonna look pretty spectacular. So when you see the car again, well, no, I lied. I'm gonna go and get some footage at his place, probably when she's getting some of the metal work done, or maybe some spraying. I gotta get ready for Viva and get the 58 Fleetwood ready for Viva, so I'm just gonna be pressed for time. But yeah, this is just, and she's gonna look pretty damn good. So yeah, so I'll get back to you probably a little bit here, just with maybe some updates on the metal work and whatever I can get footage of. Talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, welcome back. So here we are. Is that Twisted Tea? Let me get one of those. I haven't had one of those in a minute. So we're back here, 52. We're at my friend Manny's place, his little shop area in the back here, and we're getting ready. Let me flip here. We're getting ready to cut finally that rocker panel out. So we got the doors out. Obviously, there's one over there. Let me get over there. He's already done the whole bottom of this right here, and looks great. So he's still got to do the bottom here, but he remade this lip. Look at that. Looks great. So introduce yourself, Manny.
How's it going? Manny.
This guy does fantastic work. He's got a beautiful 60 coupe in the back over there. I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, he's gonna get to cutting that rocker panel out.
That looks like it was a lot thinner. I have a thing. The reason why I stopped from the bottom is it was real thick. I was hoping that it doesn't have a plate under, but it doesn't.
It doesn't, or it does?
No, it doesn't.
Bye-bye antenna. So this is kind of weird. I'm not sure if it was hydraulic or something, but I don't know. Anyways, let's go look at that 60. So here's his 60. He's in the middle of working on her, but he's already done the rocker panels and all that stuff. He's got to put trim back on. But it's gonna look really, really nice when it's all done. Okay, so one thing that I noticed is these hinges. Look at that. They really move. And since the doors are off, this is the time to do it. So I gotta figure out where to get these pins and the shims, because I can't find them anywhere. But I have a feeling they might be the same as a Chevy or an Oldsmobile or a Pontiac or something like that. So, you know, because GM shared a lot of parts back then, but yeah, they're really bad. And the doors were sagging really bad. So once we fix these, those doors are going to be primo. All right, so that piece is cut out. We're going to do it one side at a time because we don't want this drooping down.
But it's just funny how everything's like a Dodger fan now.
Well, they are a good team.
Yeah. Then I have new neighbors come on.
You have the new neighbors, what?
This is out. So this morning,
But yeah, I can see in the reflection it's really pretty. It's a pretty color.
No, it's nice. It's nice. I like it with black. And they do a lot of hot rod satins that way.
And what kind of paint was this stuff?
It's called, it's base coat. It's
Valspar. Yeah. Yeah, it looks a lot better. Got a little run right there, but nothing crazy. Not bad for doing it outside, right? Man, she's gonna look good. This is just the roof, and then we're gonna do the rest of the car. But yeah, you know, I have a couple little spots to wet sand out, but nothing I'm not used to. All right, well, about to show you the finished product of the 52. She still has some trim and other stuff I got to put on the headlight buckets, and the doors got to come back off because I got to put the new bushings on the hinges. And they didn't come in time when we had to spray it. So, but anyways, yeah, some trim and probably some wet sanding because, you know, there's a little bit of orange peel and all that stuff. But, you know, we got to wait a couple weeks for that because, you know, the paint's still kind of soft, or at least the clear coat. So, but let me show you what's going on. All right, so here she is. Nice and shiny, huh? So, you know, it's not perfect. There's little dings and stuff all, you know, around the spot, but I didn't want it perfect. You know, she's not a garage kept car. So, you know, yeah. But let's see here. Well, as you know, the roof had to be completely painted. Huh? Oh, where'd that guy go? Anyways, so the roof had to be completely painted. So this is, you know, clear coated afterwards. But if you remember down here, this was bad, and of course this was gone. So I still got to put the rocker trim on and all that, and of course the trim right here. I got to get new what do you call them, clips for that. Like I said, headlight buckets have to go back on. That was the last thing to be cleared, and I'm not getting those back for another couple days. Hood ornament, obviously, but look how pretty that color is. You know, look how pretty that is. And of course, you know, the little bit of patina we got right here and right there. You know, I kind of like it. I like that it's just a little bit of bleed through right here. So we got that. And of course, you know, stuff like little dings here. This, we couldn't get off in time, but that's fine. I'll get it off, remove the paint, see if I can polish this. These weren't in the best of shape. If they don't come out too good after I'm done, then I'm going to just get new ones from McVeigh's. But this was repaired down here for rust as well. This was a whole patch right here. And then this was where the huge dent was, right here. And it was just chattered all the way. And then right here, this was all smashed in, and he shaped that up real good. So yeah, I mean, she's shiny. You know, she looks pretty damn good. So, yeah, what's next? Yeah, I'm just gonna let her dry up a little bit, do some wet sanding, kind of get some of the spots out and make it a little bit better. As you can tell, no antenna, that's gone. That's been shaved out, and I think it looks a lot better. Wow. Night and day difference. And she's a driver again, you know, driver paint, not show quality. Don't care about that. Got to put the mirror on right there. A little bit of glass cleaning and stuff I got to do. There's a little bit of clear coat on them, but no big deal. So what's next, besides, you know, giving her wet sand and all that and putting trim back on, is the interior. So some of you may know, I already did the dash, steering wheel, all that. Door panels are off. The top pieces are primered. Seats need to come out. Headliner needs to get done. Probably gonna do the carpet. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys a little show here on the whole process we did of just getting this girl looking good again. So anyways, I hope you guys really like the color and what I did. Some people, you know, say, oh, patina sucks. Well, you can write me a check for a whole new paint job then, and a garage to put it in. So anyways, that does it for this little episode, I guess you could call it. I'll be doing more on the 52 once the interior gets started, probably in June. I have the 62 convertible that I did is having some other issues, and might need a new motor. We have a motor right there, just in case. So yeah, I hope you guys have a fantastic week and the rest of your May. Summer's coming, time to cruise, time to get those projects finished, cleaned up, and going out. So you guys take care.